So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we're doing a Master Duel deck profile, and this is with the Dark Magicians. Now I really wanted to test the new structure deck out, if ever it's gonna be relevant, if ever I can make a good deck with regards to just the structure deck. Luckily we got this out of the structure deck. Everything here, what you see here, is from the structure deck. The 3 copies of the Dark Magician, it's all in the structure deck except for this one though. It came from the first anniversary. The 3 copies of Magician's Soul, it's in the structure deck. 1 copy of Magic Karibo on the structure deck. Magician's Rod in the structure deck, or you can just craft it. It's just a rare copy. 1 copy of the Dark Magician Girl is there in the structure deck. Timeos is there in the structure deck. Illusion of Chaos is there. The only thing there included is the Spellbook of Knowledge and then the hand traps, which is the Maxi, the Ash Blossom, the Infinite Impermanence, is just the things that you need to add into this deck. Other than that, the Magicalized Fusion, the Wonder Wand, Magician Salvation, the 3 copies of Dark Magical Circle, Soul Servant, Coldberry Grave also is the things you need to add also. It's all there, guys. You just buy the structure deck for 3 copies of each, then you'll have this deck right here. This is the best Dark Magician deck that I actually made, and I tried a couple of variants with the branded deck. The branded deck is a little bit fluent, of course, because there's the Mary Jane support and with the branded and the Despio monsters, but I really wanted to try it purely with the Dark Magicians only. So what is the goal for this deck is to summon the Dragon Knight to the field. That being said, we have a support with the Dark Magical Circle plus the Eternal Soul to give it more protection, and then our Dragon Knight will protect our back row from ever getting targeted for card effects, and then it cannot be destroyed by card effects as well. So the only out for this is to destroy Dragon Knight by battle, and then you can actually destroy the whole board afterwards. But having a 3k attack and 2500 defense on the field, it's not really a laughing matter. That is your main deck, guys. Your extra deck revolves around 3 copies of Dragon Knight, and I'm certain enough that you can summon 2 or 3, just basically 2 Dragon Knights on the field. The third one is just for addition. You can replace it with another copy of either the Dark Magicians if you wish. 2 copies of Master of Chaos, like I said earlier. So the ratios for this is just maximize 2 copies at least for the Dragon Knight. And then you can go for 2-2-2 for also the Dark Magicians, or you can even go for 2-3-2 or 2-3-1 for the Dark Magicians, and then 1 copy of Master of Chaos. But for my build, I really want to go with 2 Chaos and then 3 copy of Dragon Knight and then 1 the Dark Magicians, since it's easy enough to summon the Dragon Knight to the field. And of course, the Dark Magician is not going to be reliable most of the time because its purpose is for draw power only, which of course in our deck we have a ton of draw power, so it's not really that relevant anyways. And then for your rank monsters or your XZ monsters, you have number 11 Big Eye for controlling 1 monster in the field. Your Ebony monsters, well, summoning 1 Dark Magician. Number 89 for another add-on in case-to-case scenarios or case-to-case basis. Link monsters, 1 Link Spider, 1 Predator Verti Anaconda for your Magicalized Fusion, 1 Dark Charmer, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and then 1 Selene since we're using a ton of spell cards. Selene is really important. And lastly, 1 Access Code Talker, just to link climb from Dark to Dark Charmer into Access Code Talker later on. That is basically your deck profile, guys. Let's move towards the replays, and I'll showcase you guys how fun this deck really is just by using the structure deck only. So let's go, guys, for the replays. So here we are, guys, with the replays, and I have 3 replays for you guys today. So start off, I won't waste your time. So we are going against a Pendulum deck. So we have a good starting hand of 1 Rod, 1 Maxi, 1 Illusion of Chaos, 1 Eternal Soul, and 1 Imperm. So let's start. We use Sky Iris and then normal summon Skullcrobat Joker. We will negate Joker. We don't want him to add more cards to his hand. Basically it. Then I think he plays 1 here. Yeah, the Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon. Bring forth a copy of this guy right here that can spell summon another Odd Eyes monster from the deck. Or was it the extra deck? I'm not pretty sure. So yeah. So the purpose for me dropping that Maxi is to avoid him from ever going into Magnemite or even beyond the Pendulum, which is very problematic scene. If he was really confident with his combo, he could have actually gone through it. But let's see. Since he stopped, let's punish him for it. On our turn, we got a copy of Soul Servant, which is pretty good. Use the effect of Illusion of Chaos, bring forth a copy of Magician's Souls, and then send back Illusion of Chaos to our deck. Normal summon our Rod, getting a copy of our Circle. Activate the effect of Circle. Now, since we didn't... So, Circle is another good card to have in the deck. It not only like banishes cards on the field, but it can, once activated on the field, it can actually search you a good... or add you a good Dark Magician support if ever you excavated the 3 cards and then you targeted either a Dark Magician or a spell and trap that mentions Dark Magician. So that's one good thing here. But sadly, there's none. So Magician's Soul is going to be activated, sending a copy of Dark Magician to the graveyard, spell summon the Dark Magician to the field, banish 1 monster on the field. There we go. Use the Soul Servant, getting Tamiya's to the front of the to the top of the deck. Banish Soul Servant, getting a copy of Tamiya's, sacrificing the Rod, spell summoning Tamiya's to the field, and then we fuse into the Dragon Knight. Now, at this point on, like I said earlier, we tend to make this deck or tend to make this play a little bit more simpler and but effective. So the Dragon Knight on the field plus the Circle and plus the Eternal Soul is a really good combo, even though there are only 3 cards on the field. So yeah, like I said earlier, go Dragon Knight on the field, and we have the perfect combo here. So not only the Eternal Soul can protect our front row from ever getting destroyed, or Dark Magicians are unaffected. So that's basically what I'm telling you guys. So that's pretty good. The only out for this is to battle the Dragon Knight. There you go. Our opponent on his turn spell summons Skullcrabat Joker. Iris is gonna pop the Pendulum, getting a hold of another card, of course. So at this point on, we need to activate Soul Servant, or Eternal Soul, I mean. Spell summon the Dark Magician, since he's gonna spell summon another Odd Ice monster. The Circle is gonna banish that Odd Ice monster, and with the help of Rod, sacrificing or tributing the Dark Magician, getting a copy or bringing him back to our hand. Now this is for our next turn anyway, so that is a really good recycle for Rod's effect. So at this point here, we are protected and he can't do anything else. He will summon or he will fuse into Odd Ice Vortex Dragon, target my Dragon Knight. It is unaffected, and his turn there. During our turn, we draw into a Dark Magician, I think. Yeah, we draw into the Dark Magician. I could have actually summoned the Dark Magician from hand, but yeah, regardless, it's fine. So yeah, banish the Odd Ice monster, and we go for Rod normal summon, getting a copy of Soul Servant. Soul Servant will get a copy of Magician Souls. Magician Souls. Get a copy of that. Bring forth a copy of Souls. Dark Magician Girl to the graveyard, and then special summon. Go for game. Or we have more than lethal, I think. Yeah. There we go. And ending it out with the animation. So game number 2, guys, we are going up against a branded Despia deck, which is really tier 2 at the moment. So we have a good starting hand with 1 Timaeus, 1 Illusion of Chaos, 1 Circle, 1 Soul Servant, and 1 Eternal Soul. So we already got basically a god hand right here. So we have Circle, we don't need to search it. Eternal Soul, we don't need to search it. So all we need to do is just set this card and actually bring forth our Dark Magician to the graveyard, and then Timaeus will spell summon the Dragon Knight. So let's go. Illusion of Chaos first, getting a copy of our Magician's Soul, and then Magician's Soul is gonna bring forth a copy of Rod, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, so since like I said earlier, with regards to the Magical Circle, if you excavate the 3 cards, if there's a spell or trap that mentions Dark Magician or Dark Magician itself, you can add that card to your hand. So we use the effect of Timaeus here, drop a copy of Soul Servant, and spell summon to the field. Soul Servant is Magician's Soul is gonna drop a copy of Dark Magician and then spell summon Dark Magician to the field. Timaeus will then fuse into the Dragon Knight. So that's very easy now. That easy to do this combo. Soul Servant will bring forth a copy of Rod to the top of the deck. Soul Servant is gonna be activated, but I think we got Ash Blossom here. We got Ash Blossom. Yeah. So it was very sad that we couldn't actually normal summon. So we still have a normal summon here, right? I think, yeah. There you go. So basically, it's still fine because we have a strong board right here. So our opponent is using. I forgot this is not actually branded Despia. Branded Dark Lords. But I think he's still using Despia anyway. So yeah, branded Despia Dark Lords. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah. My biggest threat here is actually the first Dark Lord. He could have actually summoned the first Dark Lord here. It's actually 3 fairies. So I don't know why I think he misplayed here. But yeah, anyways. Branded Fusion into Albion. Albion will then banish cards from the graveyard for a Lobelion. That's basically 3 fairies. I think he has also a Dramaturge on hand. So I don't know why he didn't summon the first Dark Lord here. So like I said earlier, he's going for a Mirror Jade. He's actually could destroy the Eternal Soul. No wait, sorry, it cannot be destroyed by Eternal Soul. So, that's why I think that's why he couldn't actually go for the first Dark Lord. But it can bypass the attack. The circle is gonna be useless. I don't know why he didn't go for the first Dark Lord. Anyways, yeah. First summon Mirror Jade to the field, dropping off a copy of Dramaturge. We'll use that Dramaturge later on. But like I said, yeah. The effect of the first Dark Lord is really good since he has the Morning Star already, plus 1 fairy, and then with the effect of Dramaturge, yeah, you could have actually won the game here. Just beating down into Dragon Knight, but yeah, let's see. So yeah, he summoned Mirror Jade to the field. We used the effect of Circle, banishes Mirror Jade. Still trying to remove the Dragon Knight on the field. So I think he didn't read the effect, so that's basically fine. We won this game because our opponent couldn't read. So yeah. And yeah, Mirror Jade's unaffected, or Mirror Jade doesn't do anything with our unaffected Dark Magicians. We draw into Rod. We use the effect of Soul Servant to bring forth or draw 1 more card. So we got Magic Herbo, which is pretty good, but we didn't need to use it. There you go, Rod getting a copy of Soul Servant once more. And at this point on, we are free to move into Dark Charmer. Yeah, Dark Charmer, spell summoning Dramaturge here. And then Eternal Soul will spell summon a Dark Magician. Then banishing Albion, and then go for Lethal. There we go. And for the coup de grace, the Dark Magician animation as well. Okay, so last game replay, guys, and we got a good starting hand of 1 Magician Souls, 1 Maxi, 1 Tameos, 1 Wonder Wand, and 1 Spellbook of Knowledge. Now, the best thing about this is from the structure deck, we got all the materials or all the cards you need to make a good deck. For just focusing on the Dragon Knight and then the Circle and the Eternal Soul. So here's how to use the Wonder Wand with most of the cards right here. So since we don't have a good starting hand, we got Magician Soul, dumping a copy of Dark Magician. We dump the Spellbook here to draw 1 more card. So it prompted on his side here that he has Ash Blossom, so I don't want to use Wonder Wand when he has Ash Blossom. So I want him to trigger Ash Blossom first before we go for Wonder Wand. So just attach Wonder Wand here, then go for Soul Servant. So this is really important. If he doesn't negate this one with Ash Blossom, I can freely get a copy of whatever card that there is. So anyways, Rod is going to be sent to the top of the deck, banish Soul Servant, then he will Ash Blossom. Then we're free to go with the Wonder Wand. So that is 1 key point there that I really want him to use for Ash Blossom. So draw 2 more cards, and we got another copy of Wonder Wand here. So we got a copy of Rod from the draw. Get a copy of Magician Salvation. Salvation will bring forth a copy of Eternal Soul because of its effect. Use the effect of Wonder Wand once more. And then sacrificing the monster with the card and draw 2 more cards. We got another copy of Tameos. I forgot about this gameplay that we got another copy of Tameos. But yeah, it's very annoying. Anyways, Eternal Soul is going to be activated though. On our opponent's turn, he will chain with Maxi. Sadly, it's perfectly fine since we can spell summon Dark Magician and then sacrifice it for Rod. I think that's what I did, yeah. We can use Rod on the next turn. So basically, we're hoping that he doesn't know how the Dark Magician works. So luckily, he doesn't know, or he doesn't read. So There we go. He keeps on adding more cards to the graveyard with the Thunder Dragon monster. Aloof Loop into the field, sending a copy of Dragon Matrix and then Dragon Dark to the graveyard, or banish for out of play. I mean, sorry. And then bring forth, I think, the fusion. Yeah. Thunder Dragon Fusion. There we go. And then Colossus. No, not Colossus. Titan is going to be summoned to the field. We chain with our Max C. But sadly, we got Ash Blossom. So, sadly as it is, I was really hoping that he doesn't read at this point on. And by far, he doesn't read. So Titan is going to be on the field. There we go. Use the effect of Thunder Dragon, chain it, destroy one card of the field. And for some reason, he targeted some irrelevant cards here. So, that's really, I don't know why he did that. But anyways, yeah, he targeted my field spell and the one copy of Timaeus on the field. So, really something. But I am very happy that he doesn't read. So yeah, there we go. Battle out. And 4,900 is going to be dealt into my life points. On our turn, I think we draw into... I forgot what we draw. Yeah, another Timaeus. Yeah, we break into one more Timaeus. One Rod is going to be number summoned to the field, and luckily we got Rod from that tribute with the Dark Magician. Because if we didn't, we got the Timaeus only. Rod is going to get a copy of Soul Servant. Soul Servant is going to send or bring forth to the top of our deck a copy of Circle. Banish the Soul Servant, getting a copy of 2 more cards because we have Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician in our graveyard, so that's pretty good. So we got Illusion of Chaos and Dark Magician Circle out of it. And we from the excavated pile we got also a copy of the Circle. Vision of Chaos will be activated, getting a copy of Souls. Souls is gonna be used later on. I mean, so yeah, Timaeus is gonna be summoned to the field just to prompt the effect of the Titan. Forgot about this play. Yeah, just to prompt the effect of Titan, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't really read because he should have actually popped the back row here. That's the only significant card here. But, like I said, he doesn't read. So, there we go. We banish his Titan and we fuse into the Dragon Knight. And then, at this point on, we are safe from any more problems. And then we win the game. That's basically it. So it pays to read, boys and girls. It pays to read. That's it. So those are the replays, guys, and that is the deck profile for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the Dark Magician deck. It's really fun to actually use this in Master Duel at the moment. So I think we have Duelist Cup at the moment when I recorded this video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the Duelist Cup later on. Anyways, that's it for today. Keep safe, good luck, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.